I just calculated that my $30,000 car actually cost me $73,000. And I didn't figure this out until year 7. 3 months ago, I met a guy who had to sell his dream car after just 8 months because he couldn't afford to keep it. The car payment? Totally manageable. So, what went wrong? By the end of this video, you will know the answer, and more importantly, you will never make the same $40,000 mistake that 67% of car buyers are making right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to KP Money Talks, where we simplify personal finances for you. Because money isn't just numbers, it's choices, habits, and the life you are building every day. Today, we are going to do something most car buying videos won't do. I am going to show you the real price tag hidden behind that shiny sticker price. And trust me, once you see these numbers, you will never look at the car the same way again. I am going to review 8 costs that dealerships pray you don't calculate, give you the exact formula I use to determine true affordability, and show you how to avoid the trap that's keeping millions of people broke. So hit that subscribe button because this might be the most expensive time you will ever see. Let's get into it. Let's start with why the sticker price tricks so many people. When you walk into a dealership or scroll through listings online, you see that number $25,000, $35,000, or maybe $50,000. Your brain immediately starts doing that. Okay, I have $5,000 for a down payment. That means I need to finance $20,000. But here's what average car buyers doesn't calculate. That $25,000 car will actually cost you somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 over the time you own it. Let me say that again. You could end up spending double or even triple the purchase price. Why? Because a car is not like buying a couch. A couch just sits there. A car is a living, breathing expense machine that demands constant feeding. Think of it this way. Buying a car is like adopting a very expensive pet. The adoption fee is just the entry price. Then you have got to feed it, take it to the vet, ensure it against disasters, give it a place to sleep, and occasionally deal with unexpected emergencies. Except this, pet runs on $4 per gallon premium fuel and needs $1,000 checkups. So let's break down every single cost you are going to face. First up, insurance. This is legally required, so there's no escaping it. Before you fall in love with a car, call an insurance company and get a real quote. I have seen people buy cars only to discover their insurance doubled, forcing them to sell at a loss. Next, gas. Let's do some real math here. Say you drive 12,000 miles per year. That's pretty average. If you buy a car that gets 25 miles per gallon, you will need 480 gallons of gas annually. At $3.50 per gallon, that's around $1,680 per year. But get a gas guzzling SUV that gets 15 miles per gallon. Now you are at around $2,800 per year. That's on average over 1100 more annually just for choosing a less efficient vehicle. Over 5 years, That's $5,500 literally gone away. Now, let's talk about the cost everyone underestimates: maintenance and repairs. Regular maintenance, oil changes, tire rotations, brake pads, new tires will run about $1,200 per year for a reliable car. That's your baseline. But as your car ages, things break, alternator goes out, the transmission starts slipping, the air conditioning dies in August. Registration and fees. Registration fees vary by the state, but budget $100 to $300 annually. Some states also have personal property taxes on vehicles, which can add hundreds more depending on your car's value. Now we get to the expenses most people completely forget about: depreciation, your money evaporating. This is the silent killer. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses about 20% of its value. In the first year alone, your car will depreciate roughly 20 to 30%. By year 5, it's worth about 40% of what you have paid. Now, buying used can reduce this hit, but you can't escape depreciation entirely. Every mile you drive, every day that passes, your car is worth less. Financing costs, paying for the privilege of debt. If you are financing your car, and most people are, you are paying interest. And if your credit is not great, those interest rates climb to 10%, 12%, even 15% or higher. Suddenly, you are paying $8,000 to $10,000 in interest. Parking and tolls. If you live in a city, parking isn't free. Monthly parking garages can run around $100 to $400 per month. That's up to $4,800 per year just to store your car. Tolls add up too. If your commute involves toll roads, budget around 15 to $200 per month. The opportunity cost, the real mind bender. Here's the cost nobody talks about: opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend on a car is a dollar you can't invest. Let's say you buy $10,000 more expensive car than you need. If you had invested that $10,000 in an index fund averaging 8% returns, in 20 years that would be worth about $46,600. You didn't just spend $10,000 extra, you gave up nearly $50,000 in future wealth. That's the real price of buying more car than you need. Okay, so now that we have thoroughly depressed everyone, let's get practical. How much car can you actually afford? Here's the formula I want you to remember. Total monthly car cost should not exceed 50 to 20% of your take home pay. Notice I said total cost, not just the payment. Here's my recommendation. Aim for 15% mark if possible. This gives you breathing room for emergencies and doesn't leave you car poor, where you have a nice car but no money for anything else. A conservative rule of thumb: don't buy a car worth more than 35% of your annual gross income. If you are making 60K per year, keep your car purchase under $21,000. But use this alongside the monthly budget test because a car you can barely afford to buy is definitely one you can't afford to own. Before we wrap up, here are 5 actionable strategies to reduce these costs. 1. Buy a 2 to 3 year old car instead of new one. You avoid the worst depreciation hit but still get a relatively modern, reliable vehicle. Let someone else take that 30% value loss. 2. Choose reliability over luxury. A Toyota or Honda will cost you half as much in repairs as a European luxury brand. Boring? Maybe. Financially smart? Absolutely. 3. Get insurance costs before buying. Seriously, make this part of your research. Some cars are insurance nightmares. 4. Consider total fuel cost, not just miles per gallon. If you drive a lot, the difference between 25 and 35 miles per gallon is massive over 5 years. 5. Build a car maintenance fund. Put $100 per month into a separate savings account. When the $800 repair bill comes, and it will, you are covered without panic. Look, I'm not here to tell you not to buy a car. We need cars. They provide freedom, convenience, and sometimes they're just plain necessity. But I'm here to tell you that being realistic about the total cost will save you from becoming house poor, car poor, or just plain financially stressed. The sticker price is seductive. It's clean, simple, and easy to focus on. But the real cost of ownership, insurance, gas, maintenance, depreciation, and the opportunity, that's where your financial future is really uncertain. So before you sign on that dotted line, run the numbers, all of them. Be honest with yourself about what you can truly afford, not just what monthly payment you can technically squeeze into your pocket. If this video helped you see a car buying differently, hit that like button and subscribe for more news from financial content. Drop a comment below. Tell me what's the car buying mistake you made or almost made. And remember, the best car is the one you can afford, not just afford.